Hi everybody, I am Enzo. This is my forever co-host John.
Uh,
Today we talk about It Chapter 1 as part of our Halloween lineup. This is the 2017 version with Bill Skarsgård as the clown that gave everybody nightmares when this trailer dropped. And it stars Jaden Martell, I forgot the kid's name, Sophia Ellis, Wyatt Olaf, Jack Dylan Grazer, Jeremy Ray Taylor. I'm forgetting names. I'm sorry, but
sorry, and also that kid from Stranger Things.
yeah. Finn Wolfhard is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically Stephen King's Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But yeah, this came out in 2017, and I'll admit this is the first horror movie I watched solo ever in a theater.
Oh.
Because I avoided horror
Okay.
back then.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I was late for this movie, and then it was the scene when Pennywise was like, "Hi, I'm Georgie." I was like, "Jesus Christ!" I worked out.
Dude, I was also late for this movie
Yeah.
when I got in. Like as soon as I got into the theater, because we were getting popcorn. As soon as we got into the theater, I just see Georgie just being dragged into the sewer with blood all over. I was like, "What happened?"
I do. I have been reading this thick ass book, and I'm not even at the kids chapter yet. I'm still at the introduction part. But I will say, I think I did watch the old It way back when, but by far Bill Skarsgård has left a big impression on me because I think this is the first like mainstream movie he was a part of. I can't think of
Yeah.
anything else he was in before it. But what an amazing debut to like mainstream audience because he is fucking terrifying as Pennywise. Just that introductory scene alone, I'm just like, wow, how are you related to the other Skarsgårds? How are you not scared shitless of you again? But yeah, I do love how committed Bill Skarsgård is of being absolutely terrifying. It's funny that you see him behind the scenes like being chill with the other kid actors and they're obviously fine, but when you're watching this movie you're convinced he's giving them trauma for life and you're like, these poor kids, how are they gonna sleep at
bit
night?
by bit. I
Yeah.
love it that he can even like separate his eyes on command.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There were a lot of things. Like I think this was like where I started getting into horror movies as well back in 2017. Where
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I am like slowly but surely having a little bit of like immunity to horror movies
Yeah, same here.
because I like this is the stepping stone.
Yeah.
But I will say there were some parts here that were so creepy where like that one friend of theirs was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do some research on Derry and what's the background and what's happening here."
Yeah.
And you just see the old lady, she's just like at the back, she's just like, and like every time it cuts to the kid, it cuts back to her. She's getting a bit closer, and I'm like, everybody in the theater was just losing their mind. They're like, "It's near you."
I felt bad for one Stanley where he's afraid of the painting and people are like, why are you so afraid? I'm like, how can you not be afraid? Look at that fucking thing. Even if it wasn't possessed by Pennywise, it's fucking terrifying.
It is. I feel like we all have that, like that one painting or drawing that we have in the house, and you're just like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, I used to have that.
I can't stand looking at that thing.
Yeah, I was like, no, thank you. But I will say what everybody has said about the Losers Club is that their chemistry is fantastic. I love the fact that they sound like kids who are adolescents at this point.
Yeah.
This is in the 80s, and I love the fact that they are cursing like sailors left, right, and center. I was like, yep, I remember being a kid their age and cursing all the time because I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Now I'm a bit more mature where I'm like, easy on the F-bombs, people. We don't want to be uncivilized. As if I'm still not a sailor in my life. But yeah, I forgot his name. Jack Dylan Grazer, the kid who Eddie, the germaphobe, I thought he was quite the standout. Same with
He
Finn
was
Wolfhard. Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of shit talk coming from these kids, I was like, I wish I could have done this back in like in my teens.
Right? Yeah, Finn Wolfhard as Richie is the main standout because there's so much shit that comes out of his mouth. Going forward a bit, I love the fact that they were sneaking into Beverly's place, and he's like, "What if the dad comes back?" And Stanley's just like, "Do what you always do, talk." And he's like, "Oh, okay, gotcha."
Right. That.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are a little bit of like fucked up parts here where we get
Like
80s bullies.
oh,
Sorry.
thought you were going to
Yeah,
mention
I was
that.
gonna say I was gonna go to that.
Yeah.
Because we have like 80s bullies where 80s bullies are a little bit more out of line,
Yeah.
very unhinged, where they're like, you know what, let's push this fat kid into the quarry. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't want to go in. Pull out the pocket knife. I'm like, wow.
Carve my name in his gut. You're like, wow, 80s bullies are something else, especially when they're under Stephen King, because Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
All I'm saying is like you're leaving a lot of evidence, by the way.
Right.
Especially writing your name on his guts.
Especially what they do to poor Mike, like just dumping his face in like spoiled meat, and he's trying to look for
Yeah.
relief, and he sees Pennywise being like, "Hiya," with a severed arm. We're like, I honestly don't know what's worse, being tracked by that thing, or having my face in rotten meat. And you know, I think I would take the rotten meat because I don't know what you can do, Mr. Clown.
Yeah. Is that and like I think like girls like throwing garbage over like
Oh God,
one
poor
of the
Beverly.
cubicles. I was like, oh god, I hated that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bullying is a whole nother level back in the 80s, I guess.
Yeah.
But we also have the dad, Beverly's dad,
Oh,
which is just like, whoa,
yeah. It's been
I
a
was not ready for that.
it's been a while since I watched this movie, but I remember being like more uncomfortable and more scared about the dad than the clown. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I'd take the clown. You know?
Dude, after she smacks him with like the toilet lid, and then she like turns around and it was Pennywise. I was like, oh, thank God.
I was like, well, as long as he's not getting back up, it's fine.
I was like, continue.
I think the one time the when I saw this the first time, the one scene that made me go, I don't think I can sit still for long, is the scene when at the projector where they're all like, yeah, we've seen the clown. We don't like the clown. What evidence can you suggest that we can rescue your brother, Bill? And they start playing the projector, and they're like, I think it was Eddie's like, I don't want to do this. It's fucking summer. We should be out relaxing and playing. And then the projector starts playing itself, and you're like,
like by itself, click, 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 and like you see like Penny was just like turning around, looking directly at them.
yeah,
I love this scene because I think this was the scene that they showed in trailers back in the day.
yeah.
Well, like where, like they showed off the It remake, and they showed this scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't wait for that
Yeah.
because they were all like screaming. They were like, turn it off. You know, just like.
Acting how anyone else would act. I feel bad for poor Beverly because Pennywise was like making a beeline, and she's like, no. And I was like, yeah, I would do that too. I would just hover down and be like, it's not real, right? It's not. Oh fuck, it's coming closer. I'm fucked.
I feel bad for that one germaphobe kid where like Pennywise was just like inches away from his face and just freaking him out. I'm like, take it easy.
Right? And then he sends that leper to poor Eddie, where he's like, you dropped this. And he's just freaking out, running around Pennywise's house. And it ends with Pennywise being like, come float with us, Eddie. And you're like, I'm like, I don't know what's worse, the fucking leper or fucking you. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to climb over this fence because I don't want to know the answers to that question. I do love the sequence where it's in his house, the first round, where they're totally unprepared, and there's the not scary, scary, very scary options, and they're like, let's use the not scary. Oh my god, the missing girl is here and she has no legs. Holy fuck.
Yeah, they went ham on this one.
Yeah. The moment I did get jump scared in the theater, I remember because I watched this again for this video, was when Richie is in the room with clowns, and then Pennywise just burst out. That part I was like, holy shit. And he just goes beep beep. The way Pennywise runs here, I was like, yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that at all.
You know, I like. I know and I love it that he can contort. He can like
Yeah.
just fit into anything. Where like yeah, again, that was freaky for me. Where that one kid, just had a face full of Pennywise. You know, like he just comes out of the fridge and he just gets near up to his face. I was just
Right.
like, this kid's dead. I know it. Like he's dead.
And then Bill's like, it's not real, and Pennywise is just like, it isn't real. I'm not real enough. It's real enough for Georgie. I was like, why do you have to? It's all him.
Why you gotta make it personal?
Right? Again, it still freaks me out when Beverly stabs him through the face and he starts like roaring like some kind of extra dimensional being. I'm like that part of the movie. I was like, fuck, it's not even human. It's fucking. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, go on.
this movie ages like fine wine in my opinion. There's not the scene that I'm like that didn't age well. It always keeps you on edge. There's always an air of like I am uncomfortable at a lot of scenes.
Ooh, the bully
Yeah.
after like he murks his dad.
Yeah,
And then he goes insane and hunts down Losers Club.
yeah,
And I forgot which boy did it, but like one of them like pushes him down the well and snaps his neck. I was like,
yeah. That was
and then the movie goes on. By the way, after that, they're like,
yeah.
you're not gonna contemplate on like, hey, you just pushed your bully down a well and like pretty much killed him.
I forget how straight of a fall that was. I thought
Yep.
I was like, I thought he banged around for a bit. Nope, he just went bam. I was like, oh well, he's fucking gone.
Snap right there. I'm like, hey.
I felt bad for Stanley because he gets a face full of that horrible pain thing he's afraid of. You're like, yeah, that kid's traumatized for life.
I think all of these kids are.
Yeah, the scene I still love is when Beverly is trapped and then she's trying to find an escape, and you see Pennywise, the house comes down and he starts dancing. Like, I don't know if this is a CGI thing or just a testament to how talented Bill Skarsgård is, but he's dancing, but his face is just still and absolutely menacing. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
Yeah, that was great, and it was like, yeah, it's a funny dance, but at the same time, I'm just like it was some Silent Hill type shit.
Yeah,
and the music starts to get more distorted as it goes on. I was like, no.
Yeah, like the dance is funny. Your face isn't funny. It's getting more. Stop staring at her like that. Jesus Christ, man. I do. For a moment after they rescue Beverly and they see Georgie, when Bill shoots him and there's a moment of silence, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Is that the plot twist of it? That Bill unintentionally... Oh, thank God it's Pennywise. Jesus Christ, I thought he shot his brother.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that was ever in the books, but yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I'm still in, like, again, character introductions in the book. Well, I do love the final showdown. I especially felt bad for Eddie when Pennywise just vomits on him. And he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you! And I'm like, yeah, Eddie, you go get him. And it's everybody's fears. It's like Ben's fears the mummy, Eddie's is the leper, and for Beverly, it's her dad, and she just executes Pennywise. I'm like, yeah, good for you, Beverly.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill him twice. And then Pennywise is like, peace, I'll see you in 20 years. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
But they were trying to bank on like he starves through his hibernation because he couldn't eat all the kids.
Yeah. And it ends in a bittersweet note because every single one of the kids that he kidnapped is just gone. And you're like, oh fuck. I thought this would be a happy ending, Stephen King. But what can I expect from you? I say that in a loving manner because I do love these bittersweet Stephen King endings. I don't know if you know that in the book, there's a scene where they all have popped the cherries.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Thank God that was cut
Stephen
out.
King was
Smoking on.
Thank God. Thank God.
No, here thankfully it ends with a vow that if Pennywise ever comes back, that they'll come back. And at that time, everybody was like, I wonder who the adult versions will be. Like, there were all types of fan castings. Like I remember, for Beverly, it was either Amy Adams, Julianne Moore, or Jessica Chastain. Of course, Chastain got it.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I do know that this is a fan cast that like actually worked out. It was Bill Hader
Yeah,
for
that's
Richie.
perfect. Yeah,
Like, yeah, it worked out.
perfect casting, I would say. I do also love James McAvoy as Bill,
Yeah,
and the Old Spice guy as Mike. I was like, didn't know you could act, but all right. But yeah, I do feel bad for Ben though, because he's the one who set up all the poems for Beverly, and then she ends up
Yeah.
with Bill. I'm like, oh man, he do you.
I still haven't seen the second movie.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe down the line we'll do this for our Halloween lineup. But for now, what would you rate it? Chapter 1.
It chapter 1 was fucking great. I love. I don't think there was a slow moment here, and they left out a lot of things from the book, which I say was appropriate. I'm giving it chapter 1 like a 9 out of 10, because like, okay, maybe the scares aren't as good as it used to be,
Yeah.
but the vibe is still there. It's still creepy. It still works. It is way better than its original. And I say it did the book well, minus the floating turtle.
I thought you were about to say minus popping the cherries. I was like, you know,
Yeah,
that's probably for
no.
the best.
Yeah, that I'm glad is gone. You know, like Stephen King can rip that chapter off the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the highlight here is the kids.
Yeah.
They did such a good job, but I will have to say Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise is just chef's kiss.
Yeah. Definitely. That's why I'll also give this a 9 out of 10. Like, his performance is just has become iconic. This is about to turn 8 years.
Almost. Yeah.
Almost a decade. Jesus, man. Time flies fast, but his performance is still strong. He's reprising his role for that Derry Welcome to Derry show
Yeah.
on HBO, and I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Yeah. It is the role that put them on the map. Again, I don't know of any other projects before it that he was in. If there's any suggestions, please comment down below, because I do really love seeing how Bill Skarsgård has gone from it to John Wick, and is continuing to be in more movies, because I can't get enough of him. I'm glad he's getting more stuff to do, except for being in The Crow last year, which was unfortunate, but he can't help that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you mentioned, the kids are great. The chemistry is amazing among all of them. There's not a single one where like they can do better or not. No, all of them are great. All the kids are
Yeah.
great, and I'm glad that I believe most of them are still like actively working, especially like Finn Wolfhard, obviously, and Jack
Yeah.
Dylan Grazer. And I can't wait to see more of their careers as they grow up. Score is the right amount of Stephen King creepiness and uncomfortability, where I'm like, I like the score, can't wait to hear more of it. I have some of the soundtrack in my phone, where I'm like, you know what, I would like to feel some creepy vibes, why not? And yeah, it's a really great movie that ages like fine wine, as I mentioned, and it's one of the best movies of the late 2010s, definitely. But yeah, to the audience watching, what Stephen King movie should we do next? Whether it's good or bad, or just a fun watch in general. I know he has a new movie this year with Mark Hamill called The Long Walk, where
Yeah.
apparently there's a thing in America where you have to walk on a treadmill in one of the screenings, and if you don't do the proper speed, they escort you out of the theater. So you could be at the middle and be like, wait, I don't even know what the end is.
Wait, I have asthma. Wait.
Exactly. We're like, wait, I can't walk down. Oh, god damn it.
Oh well.
But yeah, also if you want to recommend the books, please recommend them. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of The Shining, but I wouldn't mind reading the book to be like, I wonder what the difference are
You know
between
what?
that
I
and the
think
book.
it would have been better if it was a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, if you want to see more of us here, please leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok to see your best and funniest moments. Spotify cheers on the go. Individually, I'm Zoda's Voices on TikTok and Wolf on Letterboxd. Where can you find you?
I'm at JohnJu__ on Instagram, and it's my art account.
And for this Halloween lineup, Pennywise might not be the only clown we talked about. So stay tuned for that.
Mm.
But yeah, until the next time, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.